Hello, this is Tony Hiller from realclimatescience.com. 10 years ago, an iceberg broke off of Greenland's Petermann Glacier. The BBC reported an iceberg twice the size of Manhattan has broken away from the Petermann Glacier in northern Greenland. It's dramatic, it's disturbing, a University of Delaware academic told the Associated Press. We have data for 150 years and we see changes that we have not seen before. I'm pretty certain we don't have satellite imagery from 150 years ago, but we do have satellite imagery from 10 years ago. On the left is the position of the Petermann Glacier on July 3, 2012. And the photograph on the right shows the ice edge 1 month later after the iceberg broke off. You can see how there's no longer any ice in this region. Now let's take a look at a satellite photograph of the Petermann Glacier today. On the left is 10 years ago before the iceberg broke off, and this is where the ice edge is today. The Petermann Glacier is actually a little bit larger today than it was 10 years ago at the beginning of July. The ice edge has expanded by an area larger than 2 Manhattans since the calving event 10 years ago. For some reason though, the BBC is not reporting on the expansion of the glacier. 10 years ago, the BBC implied that we didn't used to get large icebergs breaking off of glaciers. So let's go back in time 110 years to April 1912. The Titanic sunk, loss feared of over 1,500 lives. Iceberg struck. The ship's command knew that icebergs were near, but the ship was still speeding along at 21 knots. There's nothing new about large icebergs breaking off of Greenland. This guy was in a lot of trouble, but if it happened now, he could simply blame climate change. He could say, we didn't used to get large icebergs before people started driving sport utility vehicles. Greenland is having a rather remarkable summer. We're at the end of June and the surface mass balance of Greenland's ice sheet continues to increase. The surface of Greenland's ice sheet has gained almost 600 billion tons of ice since the beginning of September last year. This will be the 4th year out of the last 6 when ice gain on the Greenland ice sheet was above the 1981 to 2010 average. But reality is unimportant to the press. The New York Times says that Greenland is melting away. On average, about 200 billion tons of ice melts every summer off the surface of the Greenland ice sheet. But the New York Times wants the readers to believe that this is something new and it's caused by them driving a fossil-fueled powered vehicle. Globalists want people to believe that if they give up the reliable supply of energy, their money, and their food, then Greenland will stop melting. Toto really likes his meat and he has no plans to give it up. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, Caesar, Upala, and Toki on the web at realclimatescience.com.